Hi, I've already covered most of this in a previous video on setting up a Parasair, but I'm doing a specific version for the setup on your Scarab knife 270. So basically nothing's different as far as the radio setup goes, really. I haven't done anything here. This is basically the default code in the Parasair. All I've done is copied a model, a previous Scarab model on my radio. So pretty much all the directions will be right, but if you haven't already done one, you need to make sure that your radio directions are right. You can see up here, I'm checking full throttle, low throttle, right roll, left roll, forward pitch, backward pitch, and right yaw, left yaw. That's interesting, that's on the wrong channel. Oops. See? Let's just fix that just by changing the wires around on my receiver a bit. Okay, so got yaw correct, and I should have aux1 and aux2 switching. Great, cool. Alright, so all my directions are correct. The next thing I want to do is set my sub trims. Now every receiver will be slightly different. You can see there that I'm not really at my 1500 centers at the moment, so I'm going to just go into the sub trim on my radio, and just get those centers. A little 1498 and 1499, that's close enough. 1 or 2 points off centered isn't really going to matter because we've got some deadband wired into this, into the code, so that's near enough to 1500 really for my centers there, so that's okay. Let's just check throws. 1905, 1095, 1905, 1095. Doesn't matter if you're a bit over, but you don't want to be under those magic numbers. Alright. Cool. Alright, so my throws are okay, my center points are okay, so that's my radio setup done. Alright. Now, the other thing you'll need to do is your switch matrix. I like to, on aux1, do angle mode, horizon mode, and on high I have nothing, so that's acro mode. Click right to store that. I've already covered what you need to do for GPS and stuff, but basically as long as you do those three, that's really all you really need to fly it. Now there are on the knife product pages some recommended PIDs, so I'm going to dial those in now. These may change from time to time, so it's always a good idea to check what the latest settings are. Now to change a setting, all you do is put your mouse over the number and scroll left or right to change the number. Right, 23, and we'll go to 22.1. I'm just reading these straight off the Multi-rotor website product page. Yours a bit hard to see, but we're at 3. If you're running Windows, you might not have quite the same difficulty I'm having reading this number here. I think that's 3.0. Yep, that's 3.0, 0.25, 0 and 0.36. Now this number here is relatively new to version. It's new to version 2.3. This is the actual yaw rate. If you find the knife is yawing too fast or too slow for you, you can actually dial that in there. Okay, so all I'm really doing here is setting the numbers I can see on the knife product page as the recommended defaults for it. And You don't have to be exact, but I will tell you, if you try and fly the knife with the pre-wired PIDs that you see, when you first connect to it, it will be near on unflyable. It will be so overgained because it's such a little but powerful airframe. It's so light, yet the motors are so power grunty that you are going to find it will oscillate all over the place. Now I've just done the PID, so I'm just going to click right. Sorry, mag is 3, right. Throttle stays the same. The recommended rate is 1 on the website. I'm going to leave it at 0.9, and the recommended expo is 0.4. That rate there, just there, is totally up to you, really, those two. It's how fast you want it to pitch and roll at that rate there. Okay, I'm going to write that. Okay, because this is a new connection, you can see there the accelerometer numbers are crazy. I'm going to calibrate the accelerometer. I also need to do, so all you have to do for that is make sure that the air itself is level and hit calib AC while it's level and not moving. Okay, so level and not moving. That's all you have to do for calibrate AC. Calibrate mag, I've covered in other videos. I don't do that on the desk, I do that in the field, just because you want to be away from everything electrical, magnetic, etc, etc, and you can imagine what my workbench is like with tools and everything scattered everywhere. It's not a good environment to do your mag calibration. So that's where that is. I've clicked right and that's done. The only other thing you want to do is make sure it doesn't wobble on you while it's sitting on the bench. Okay, so the other thing you want to look at is the settings. Min throttle, you probably want to be down around the 1100 mark. 1890 is a better number for your max throttle. Won't let you set it here. Okay, so right, back to multi-wheel settings, right, and that should be ready to go out and fly. Now, so that's basically all you really need to do as far as the setup ready to fly. I'm going to come back and do another video specifically on what you need to do differently with the Simon K based ESCs if you need to calibrate them. I'll be back soon.